Hello and welcome to this week's Fibro section. If you can hear noise in the background, the kids are in the kitchen, so you know, crash bang wallop and all that. Right, here is your plastic notepad. And this week I am doing the Fibro section on scalp and hair loss. So it was really interesting actually researching it. It's something that's come up a few times that I've noticed in different people, and something that I didn't know was a fibro symptom, so until now. And a lot of the things that it says, I'm like, yes, I've had that too. So let's get started. In CFS and fibro patients, a very common cause of unusual hair loss is a condition called, here we go, I'll put it on the screen as well, telogen effluvium, is that right? Telogen effluvium, I'll put it on the screen anyway. This is when the usual cycles of hair growth and shedding become jolted out of their usual random phases due to illness. Hair loss is one of the common symptoms reported by people with fibro, and while it's good that it's temporary, experts say in most cases hair will grow back, but in between this can be distressing. I mean, it depends how much hair you lose, I suppose, but if it's a substantial loss, then it will grow back, but you've got to wait in the meanwhile while it does. It's, you know, it is distressing, isn't it? Another complaint with hair loss is scalp pain. People often feel that their scalp is on fire and can't even bear to wash or brush their hair. A form of hair loss is called alopecia, where the hair falls out in round clumps from the scalp and sometimes the body. Alopecia areata, I don't know, I'll put it on the screen again, presents in patches, while alopecia totalis involves the loss of hair from the head. Fibromyalgia can affect everything, including your hair. The illness can cause changes in our body that result in hair loss, while at other times our symptoms are responsible. This isn't an area that has been well researched, which is understandable because it's not the most, you know, terrible like symptom, like the pain and fatigue is the dominant symptoms. This is one of those other symptoms that you might not realise is a symptom of fibro, like me. But hair loss is on the symptom list for fibro. It should grow back, like I say, unless it is more of an alopecia problem. High stress or long flares have been reported to be a time where fibro patients can experience hair loss. And the hair loss that I experience is like when you brush your hair and you get a lot of hair on your brush, or I notice a lot of hair on my clothes, but I'm lucky I've got a lot of hair, so it doesn't notice like on my head, so I don't lose it to the extent where you get bald patches. The other thing I've noticed was when I have a fibro flare, my hair feels horrible, like my scalp feels horrible, my hair feels like lank and not nice. So I mean, it always has done that when I've been ill over the past with like muggle illness, as I call it, but to be like that with the fibro flare, it just shows how your body's coping with it, you know, or not coping with it, as the case may be. It's common to hear about someone washing their hair and having their hands covered in your hair from washing it. Like, you wash it and then like clumps. I mean, how shocking must that be? Or finding it all on your pillow in the morning and picking it off your clothing constantly, which is what I said I find. A lot of us notice fluffy looking hairs around the hairline, or difficulty getting hair to look smooth because of shorter flyaway hairs. In some cases, Medication has a role to play at hair loss. If you do get an increase of hair loss after starting new medication, speak to your pharmacist or GP about the medication, and you can see if that's a symptom of the medication. Thyroid dysfunction can cause hair loss and is believed to be common in people with fibromyalgia. If you are concerned, ask your GP to check your levels of the thyroid hormone, which I have had checked because I have a lot of thyroid problems in my family. But luckily, at the moment, touch wood, my thyroid levels are fine. Scalp pain can be caused by allodynia, which I have made a video on and will link for you above and in the description. Allodynia is basically pain from something that shouldn't be painful. Heavy hair can cause pain, so if this happens to you, you might want to consider getting it cut shorter or perhaps add layers to make it lighter. I do suffer with scalp pain, especially if I have my hair up all day. That's the worst time. So if it's been up like in a ponytail, or when I have the plaits on top of my head, anything like that, at the end of the day I can get a really sore scalp and a headache from it as well. So I try not to have my hair too long for that reason. It's sort of probably the longest it should be now, but yeah, if it gets much longer then I can't have it up because it's too heavy. Hair symptoms can affect the way we approach our hair, and as can other symptoms such as pain, fatigue and excessive sweating, known as hyperhidrosis, which I've also made a video on and will link for you. For a lot of us, styling our hair can be difficult. Holding arms up can lead to arm pain, which can be very debilitating. It can also lead to muscle fatigue, and you've probably, if you watch my weeklies, you'll have seen me sometimes I curl my hair with the straighteners, or I had a special crimping, like, not crimping, but it was a way of making your hair wavy, a tool for Christmas from Holly, and I have used it once, but it really does hurt my arms and my back and everything to use them. So I try not to do it too often, but when the mood strikes me and I feel that I'm okay to do it, you know. But yeah, it is difficult to style your hair with fibro. I really get that, which is why I have the most simple hairstyle. All I have to do is curl my fringe under with a hairdryer in the morning, and I leave the rest to dry naturally, so it's a win-win. So what can we do to help with hair loss? Regular sleep helps, so I'm going to attach my sleep video as well. Meditation twice a day can help with stress. Supplements with biotin, inositol, I'll put it on the screen, inositol, zinc and magnesium can help. Talk to your pharmacist or GP to find the right dosages of medication. Low iron is a key nutrient for hair growth, and standard testing misses most cases of iron deficiency, so maybe you need some iron too. There are many shampoos on the market for hair loss which you can also try. Is it Calpacin? I can't remember the other name of the other one, but there's so many that you can try. And Mark's tried, because he found that he was losing a lot of his hair at one point, so he tried the shampoo for men and it really did help. So I know obviously the majority of people watch my videos are women, but there are shampoos for hair loss for women too. So also this morning on the telly I saw an advert and I thought, right, I'm going to write that down. It's a new one, I think, a herbal supplement called Viviscal. I'm going to put it on the screen, Viviscal, and I will try and remember to link all this in the description as well. And apparently that's a herbal supplement to help with hair growth and things, so might be worth trying that too. So to summarise, it might feel like this is a very minimal symptom of fibromyalgia to look into, but it can severely affect our self-esteem and confidence if we lose a lot of hair or have to have a major hairstyle change because you simply can't look after your hair anymore. having fibromyalgia gives us enough to handle, so sorting out and understanding another symptom is one less thing to worry about. So let me know in the comments if you have experienced any of these types of hair loss or the scalp pain, and let me know if you've used a product that has really helped for you, because that might help somebody else. And I think the thing is, now I'm looking at all these things, we can say, oh, that's another symptom of fibro that we never knew, you know, and we do now. And I always say knowledge is power, and it is. So I hope this has been a little bit informative for you. I certainly learned a lot from it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not done already, and hit the bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video and you won't miss any. And leave me a nice comment, like I say. I love you all lots, and I will see you on Saturday for the weekly. Bye.